Hey, it's Jorge from TeamJVS giving you another episode review of The Legend of Vox Machina. And as always, this is episode 6. This is going to be spoiler review, so don't expect a spoiler-free review. If you haven't seen it, this is your warning. Warning, warning. I will be talking in depth about it. So, yeah, here we go. So this episode starts off with giants everywhere, like everywhere. And there's a crazy mini battle. And it's just kind of going from there. Then it all of a sudden flashes over to the Briarwoods, knowing that the team is there. From there the team kind of meets up with the resistance, and they go, kind of to this underground little hideout. And it's pretty funny because obviously their resources, it's very accurate. Like, their resources are slimming down and all this, and Gorg is flipping out because there's no ale for him to drink or anything like that, which is funny because it's just how a barbarian would just think. Like, he's just very primitive, very wants exactly what he wants. And then Kalithi is actually becoming very in tune with the main tree. They basically are hiding out under the tree, and you kind of see her touching one of its roots and trying to talk to it. Likewise, from there it flashes over to where Pike is, and Pike is in the middle of the temple, and she's trying to talk to the god, Everlight, and she's trying to talk to it and communicating, and she feels like she can't. And finally one of the people there starts talking with her, and basically just lets her know, like, she's not cursed, because this whole time Pike thought that she was cursed by the Briarwoods, and she's letting her know that she's not cursed. Like, she can always talk to Everlight whenever she needs to, that it's her who's being the blocker, which I think is awesome, because it's almost like she's getting released. And I feel this is going to set up for this episode to be like a huge battle, and her to come in and kind of save the day in terms of either using her light feature or just healing the team up at the perfect time. So while they're talking about the resistance, they're talking about how to save Archie, who is one of Parsi's old friends. And he right now is getting stuck, and he got captured, and he's just getting tortured beyond belief. So it kind of goes through, and you kind of see these plans play out, and it's intriguing because each character, the way that they do their plan is very much to their style. So the barbarian basically just wants to go in, kill everybody, and leave, and completely forgets about Archie. I think the bard wanted to go in and kill certain people, save the day, and then grab all the women afterwards. And then of course, like, the rogues just want to, like, sneak in there quietly, kill who they need to, and go from there. So it's funny seeing the characters plan basically being them. But they end up coming up with this plan of splitting the team up in half, and one going in through the front, one going in through the back. And they start going through the castle, and obviously they encounter a whole bunch of issues there. Little breakouts happen. They do end up saving Archie, which is awesome. And they start, kind of going through and, just trying to figure out, now that they got it and got who they wanted, like, how do we escape from here? So from here, once they start going through that, as they're leaving, they notice that Parsi is missing. And immediately, you kind of go to Parsi, and he ends up seeing Captain Stonefelt. What's kind of neat is his gun. It's almost like if his gun is, I don't want to say it's cursed, but his gun kind of lights up, and you see, the captain's name on there. So obviously the gun has some type of attachment. And, Parsi is kind of going, and it's almost like if you have jail cells and the captain's on one side and he's on the other, and the captain doesn't know he's there. So finally, he reaches the captain, just shoots him, away, and he wears this like old medical mask that almost looks like a bird's face in a weird way. But once again, this black smoke was kind of taking over his body. And, he ends up killing the captain, which was such an amazing and just cool death scene, the way that they were portrayed. Throughout this, though, when they're leaving, he's obviously talking with Archie and talking about how he's the last survivor and so on and so forth, and he needs to avenge it. And Archie lets him know that his sister is alive. So this whole time when he thought he was completely alone, he finds out that his sister, I believe her name was Cassandra, is still alive. And from there, it instantly cuts over to a scene of, you kind of see Lady Blairwood going up to his sister and kind of just letting her know, like, even though, like, your brother's here, this doesn't change anything. And that's how the episode ends, which is, like, on a major cliffhanger. So I'm super looking forward to seeing what comes next. But, man, this at least these first 6 episodes have been nothing but spectacular in how everything has been run and just how this story has happened. I'm looking forward to seeing how it ends, but like with any D&D type of movie or show, you're gonna have deaths in it. So I'm kind of just, you don't want to get too attached to these characters because you just have this gut feeling that some may not make it. So that'll be interesting to see how the series goes and who ends up kind of staying and who ends up, not making it. But overall, these first 6 episodes have been nothing but phenomenal. I think the storytelling is great. I think being able to give each character their special moment has been something that's phenomenal. Highly recommend this. Would love to hear what you guys think. Would love to hear, your guys' thoughts on this series so far. Are you guys liking it, not liking it? Is this a series that, you guys were expecting? I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting much from this. And, just 6 episodes in, I'm blown away. So definitely 2 major thumbs up on this. I love all the characters. I love also the animation in this. It's just it's very nice. And I do also like the blood and guts and like the sheer like craziness of watching cartoons being this violent and this crazy. But overall, loving this show. Let me know what you guys think. As always, drop a comment, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. But until next time, I'll see you later. Peace.